If you're using Microsoft Copilot, you could be at a big disadvantage. Right now, there's a massive battle happening between capability and convenience. Whilst models like Claude and Gemini might be outperforming Microsoft Copilot in certain tasks and offering better features, Microsoft could win the war on one simple reason alone. They own the ecosystem that you already work in. In my school community, where I talk to developers weekly about using AI for work and in business, I sat down with Chris Rushton, a lecturer and AI expert at Leeds University. In this first clip, Chris points out how well Microsoft are at convincing businesses that Copilot is their only secure option.
And Microsoft have done quite a good job, particularly at my institution, University of Leeds, by sort of selling people on this idea that your data is only safe in the Copilot environment, which is probably true. I don't understand exactly how it works on the back end, so I don't know for sure. But firstly, that causes a bit of a problem because you can't get the contextual information, which makes the other ones good. But also, it means that organizations that have some sensitivity, some data protection liability are going to stick in that environment. So getting people to use Copilot specifically when it doesn't seem to be the best option, at least in a more free, like a free marketing context, I think that's going to be a difficult one. I think as educators, we're going to have to teach people how to use Copilot, even though we might not want to ourselves.
That's an awesome and really interesting strategy and point you've raised there. That's really interesting. So then all of the big corporations that have Microsoft accounts, they're using Azure, they're using Microsoft Office and stuff, it just becomes they just go to the Microsoft version of it, even if it's not the best.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. And I don't think there's a way around that, to be honest. I think as people who want to teach people about AI, we just have to accept that, and we have to learn to play by their rules to a certain extent.
Not only this, but as Chris points out in the next clip, a lot of our information already lives inside Microsoft Office documents and spreadsheets, giving Microsoft Copilot a further advantage. And they can be difficult for using in automation and systems developed through other coding platforms.
A lot of sort of institutional knowledge is captured in PowerPoint, in DocX, in Excel, XLSX, not CSV. And these things are less friendly to, they may be all right to ChatGPT if you drag and drop them, but they're a little bit less friendly to kind of like developing workflows in VS Code. But and it's going to be, I think that's going to be a challenge. Is to, I mean, if it were down to me, you pick it apart and you write everything in a text document that was then easily readable, but that's just not practical.
Next, I asked Chris for his opinion on Copilot. If we're forced to use it, is it at least any good? What's your opinion on Copilot versus the others? You played models.
I don't like Copilot. I find it very basic.
I don't use it myself much.
I've tried just because I was thinking I was going to make this point on this podcast. Yeah. I thought I'd have a little bit of a play with it, and I just spent 5 minutes. It's like, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time. But I don't have the elevated version.
But this creates a massive advantage for the smaller business. Whilst working with companies, I found that the smaller businesses are less bought into the Microsoft Office suite, and they're also more agile and have less red tape than the bigger organizations. Smaller businesses are free to choose the best tool for the job, not just the easiest one. As we realized during our talk, this is actually a secret weapon for the little guy. You've made me think of an amazing business advantage here, because, as you say, most of the legacy businesses are just going to end up making use of Microsoft Copilot. Businesses that are willing to step out of that and take on better tools will have an advantage over the others that are just going to go with the Microsoft offering just because that's the ecosystem that they're in.
Potentially, and if they've got fully bought in staff, I would agree. Yeah, I think large organisations might struggle to get that level of buy-in required, to be honest.
I suppose it comes down to training as well, though.
No, absolutely. It's like, can I show you something better that you didn't know you could do before?
So the key takeaway of this video is, if you're a massive enterprise, you're likely going to be using Copilot whether you like it or not, because it's safe and it's the easy choice because you're already paying for it and it's already integrated into what you use. But if you have the freedom to choose, don't settle for good enough. The businesses that leverage the best large language model on the market for their particular needs, rather than just accepting the Microsoft default option, are the ones that will outperform the competition in years to come. This is your opportunity. If you want to know more about what tools are actually best for your specific workflow outside of the corporate defaults, then join my school community. Every week we have developers and experts showcasing exactly how they are solving real business problems for real businesses using the best AI tools available. And if you need a custom solution built or training for your team on how to leverage large language models safely, then you can head over to the AI section of my website, learnmanagementonline.com, to see the services that I offer. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.